Merry Christmas, everyone. It is 46 days until Christmas morning. Now, I personally started counting down the days until Christmas as soon as the Indiana State Fair is over. Most people think that's weird. But at 46 days out, I think most of you are at least beginning to think about Christmas. You know, I find in the secular culture that we live in, people do some weird things. For example, a lot of people have stopped wishing you a Merry Christmas. You won't find that here at Herzl Berkshire Farm. We're proud of Christmas and we will continue to wish you a Merry Christmas. Another thing I find adult people when I ask, what do you want for Christmas? They don't want anything, or we don't do gifts. I kind of think that's sad. I'll tell you why. Christmas all started when God looked down on his creation and he said, these people are in trouble and something drastic has to be done. And if I don't do something drastic, they're going to eternally perish. So he did something. He sent his son down. And of all places, he sent them down to be born in a barn, or at least we know that he was, his first crib was a manger. I think that's pretty cool. God has a special place in his heart for farmers. You know, if you don't give gifts, I might encourage you to think about the gift that has been given. A gift is something that is given to you freely. You can't earn it. And it's certainly not something that is of any use to you unless you choose to accept it and use it. So the gift of God's Son is free to all who choose to accept it. And if you haven't done so, I would ask you to think about that this Christmas season. For those of you who do give gifts and you're thinking, man, what am I going to get my adult children, or what am I going to get my wife? Well, you could try a pair of rubber boots. I've done that before. That's a very handy and useful gift. Or you could think about the gift that keeps on giving the whole year round. This year at Christmas time, we have a barn full of Berkshire pigs. 32 of them to be exact. Now, they're not going to quite make it to Christmas, but they'll be close. And so we would like you to eat them. These pigs will be ready to be harvested at about the middle of January and into the month of February. And so what we've done is we put together a Christmas card, and if this is something you're interested in, we will send you this card. It has a Berkshire pig right here on it. Here we're wishing you a Merry Christmas, and on the back it has a picture of our family, of course, and then just a brief description of what makes a Berkshire pork unique and how it's a value-added product over what you can buy in the store. And then on the bottom is just a pork chop brine recipe that Sarah uses. And a lot of people say, well, my pork chops get dry. Well, if you try putting them in this brine, it'll keep them moist and tender, and I'm sure you'll like them better. So we have this Christmas card. If you're interested in buying a pig or even half a pig, we would send you this card, and you can put it in a Christmas envelope and share it with your loved one. Just briefly on the cost of a pig, what does it cost? Well, a half would get you about 85 to 90 pounds of cut meat, and your cost on that for a processed half would be about $200 or a little over $200. And for a whole would be, more like $400 to $450. Depends on the weight of the pig and how you have it done. Our butcher shop is really good about customizing it however you want it done. The other thing we'd like your comments or feedbacks on, we find that a lot of people don't have big freezers or don't have the capital to invest in a whole pig at one time, but would maybe be interested in buying smaller, like 12 to 15 boxes of assorted cuts. If that's something you're interested in, if you could just leave us a comment. We're thinking about maybe doing something like that, and we'd like to have your input. So with that, if you have any questions, be sure to let us know. We love what we do. We love raising Berkshire hogs, and we love Christmas. So Merry Christmas, everybody.